So today we've got this JCW Mini in. Now, a common problem on these cars and ones that actually have these type of undertrays is at some point you might possibly lose them. And this is exactly what's happened with this JCW here. Now, luckily he didn't lose it completely, but it ended up folding in on itself and it's kind of ruined the whole undertray. And that's mainly because the material of this. It's almost like a felt carpet type of material. And what happens over time is that with vibrations, the bolt holes actually start wearing away to the point that the washers on the bolts can't actually hold the undertray up. It goes past the bolt and then sometimes you lose it or sometimes you actually get it, but it comes back in a situation like this.
So this is the perfect time to fit our AIRTEC undertray to this JCW Mini, and today we're going to show you exactly how to do it.
We have done research on the Minis and the F56 models, and we found that the GP has a shorter cut down undertray. So it ends about here. So you have the front piece still, but this rear section is open. This is for two things really. It will help with airflow moving from the back of the rad down under the car, and it's just going to help basically the general airflow and the aerodynamics of the vehicle. So with our design, we've made sure we've used the inspiration of the GP and made sure we have a large rear exit on the rear of the undertray. So when we see our one up on the car in a minute, we'll see and I'll show you the exit at the rear. Basically, it sort of gives you the protection of a full undertray, but still lets you have that rear open to let the airflow pass through. It's sort of the best of both worlds, really. So you have your protection, but it's still open to let air pass through.
So now would be a good time to remove your original undertray. Now we don't have to do this because luckily or unluckily for us, this one actually flew off on the road, and this is why we're here fitting this today. But you can see there's 3 rows of bolts. You've got 1 row of bolts on the front bumper, you've got 1 row of bolts on the low radiator support, and then 1 row of bolts at the back on the subframe.
This is the AIRTEC Motorsport undertray for the Mini F56. The idea is to try and basically let as much air out at the back of the car as here, while still maintaining basically your undertray. Obviously the GP, that stops about, sort of, I'd say here, as these fixings along the front, it has a short stumpy undertray like this. So obviously this is, again, is all still open, which is it's quite surprising to me because the GP is meant to be like, it's meant to be something you're going to take on track. So having it all open and the sump being there, it's just nice to have a bit more protection. It uses all OEM fixings, so there's no cutting or thing required. It uses all the existing OEM fixings.
So yes, this is a direct replacement for your original undertray, and because this is made out of 2mm aluminium, you will not have any issues with these bolt holes rounding out and therefore the undertray falling off. And this has been specifically designed for protection, but yet maximising airflow through the undercarriage of the vehicle. So the first thing you want to do is remove the 3 plastic clips on your original undertray. Now sadly we lost these in the damage of the undertray, so we had to get 3 new ones, but you can easily just change them over. And now you can slide the new undertray up onto the vehicle. And you just use all the original screws in the same place you removed them from with the original undertray.
You can see, mount the undertray up. Using all the OEM fixings, as a picture we demonstrated earlier, all the clip transfer over at the front, so they mount in all the original places, and then you've got a massive duct at the back to let the air out. So basically this will give you the protection, so nothing can come up and hit the car, but then you've still got the airflow from the front of the rad. It can still exit under the car and do as it's meant to do. So obviously Mini doing this on the GP3 as I was talking about before, so we just wanted to just emphasise that and make our own twist. And make an undertray that sort of gauge the best of both worlds. So this is somewhere in the middle.